Hi everyone. Mic's working? Mic's working. Hi everyone. It's Michiodai here. So I hope that you didn't perceive the last post, like the previous post that I did with my on Twitter, because I basically opened up the scene. I opened up my ref, and remember, I don't know if you guys were here the previous stream, but I was not really doing a reference. I was like gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna paint and just, cause I'm afraid if I open a reference, will I end up focusing too much on like trying to render in the same style that Monaco 55 does. And so I was drawing about a reference, and when I opened the reference up just now, I just realized that, oh no, I I made her skin look like it's different. It's not how she's supposed to look. Like, it literally made her look like a, I'm so sorry, I actually made her look like a Smurf. Like she was actually Smurf blue. But that's gone now. This is not exactly the colors that she used, but I think this is close enough, and I think it looks way better now. Before that, she was really deep into the Smurf blue. Yeah. So I'm. Please don't perceive the previous one. Perceive this one. Perceive this one. And so I'm gonna continue rendering her. Where we stopped off last time was the legs. Oh yeah. So some noisy birds out there. Yeah. Time's a wasting. Gonna have to render this. Thankfully, if she didn't have the deadline extended, I literally only had 3 more days to finish rendering this, and I'm like, um 40% done. I wouldn't even say I was 50% done, man. Oh, what happened to the, oh no, I'm pretty sure I did have the color there. It's just I turned it off. But yeah, so I think the previous time you guys didn't see, you guys may not have been here to see what I did with the plants. Basically the plants, I did them off stream. I don't know the previous stream they were already painted, but yeah, just need some overlay, some transparency here, a little bit more effects. These are the heliconia flowers they have. And I did a few leaves. This one still isn't actually completed yet. I just did a very soft brush over it. There's this grass, there's this, and like I've totally been neglecting this side. But I feel like this side might finish a lot faster than this one. I still need to decide what's going on with these at the back, but I feel like if I'm really pressed for time, these ones at the back can be really, really rough with the coloring. It's mainly this, like, if it comes down to it and I don't have enough time, which I really don't want to think about that, but it would be that, like, honestly, like, I made this canvas so huge and squarish because I hadn't intended this for live 2D, so I wanted a bigger area to work in and have it more high definition. So it's actually really big. The canvas size is bigger than usual. It is, yeah, 384. It's like 4K. It's literally 4K HD, and with the DPI at 300. Actually, I could have put it at 350, but 300. Yeah. So yeah. I am only 40% done, so I should continue right this instant. I just did a curve adjustment to her face, and like her skin shades. Okay, wait. Yeah, I realized that my mic is a bit too far forward. I need to push it a little bit further back. I feel like if I Yeah, if the mic is too close to my face, my mouth, then there'll be a lot more static. I don't know why, but it just happens. Okay. So for dinner, I could have cooked, but in the end I didn't because I messed up. I didn't check the recipe that I was referencing, and actually her legs are very much done already. Huh. Maybe I can move on to other things. I can add a bit more shadow here. That's pretty much all I'm kind of missing. God, the curves really does wonders. Yeah, I was referencing a recipe for miso chicken because I accidentally bought 2 packs of miso. So I need to try to get that done, cook more dishes that require miso. So I was thinking of miso chicken. So miso chicken thigh. Unfortunately, I can't find boneless thighs in the mini mart downstairs. So I had to settle for the ones with bones. And the thing is that the recipes that the recipe that I was following has just marinate the chicken for a whole 24 hours, and like that sounds good. I don't have 24 hours. That will be literally tomorrow. So yeah. Honestly, this doesn't need to be that. Where's my blending brush? Textured blender. I want that. I don't know. Not really. I don't think I want that. Yeah, this is the blender. Alright. Yeah, so in the end I didn't cook, so I got Indian fruit from downstairs, and basically my throat's kind of fucked again. I think it's like I can't escape it. Like every stream I'm just gonna be like, forget that oh yeah, I'm gonna stream, I should eat something that doesn't really destroy my throat. But now I'm just like, yeah, I had curry. Yeah, I'm dying. Oh my gosh. Min's isn't doing so hot either. She's kind of she's a little sick. So she'll probably turn on the aircon and close the door, but even then I might have to, when she wants to sleep, I'm gonna have to turn my voice down lower. So there'll be ASMR in a little bit. Who knows when she wanna sleep. It's already 9:40 p.m. Could be soon. Actually, I don't really like this. It feels as if like her legs got cut off there. It's a bit much. I don't think that's really needed. Okay, yo, what? Yeah, so hope my voice is okay, and please pray for my wife. I want her to get better soon and she have a good night's sleep. We haven't had a good night's sleep in a while. We partied really hard, like on Saturday with like family, and like we got home at like 3 a.m. I think. No, we ended at 2 a.m. We came back 2:30 a.m. and at this we hit the bed at 3 a.m. Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the lap like this first. I'm gonna move on to other stuff. Actually, all I have left for her skin is just her hands. Yeah, it's just her hands. Okay. Alright. Yeah. So, and on Sunday we were up watching Captain America Civil War. You know, when we watched that, I only watched that once. I didn't think it was good the first time I was watching it. Like I mean, it was okay. I think it was just okay. I was like, yeah, all right, the interesting premise and stuff. But yeah, nah. But then now watching it again, I was like, huh, it actually is pretty good. Like, why did I didn't feel the same way I had like now, you know, watching it again. And it's my second time watching it only. It's only my second time. Minz has watched it more times than me, which is crazy considering that she's not watched the original Captain America once, like before that. In what? In what? In watching what? The Hulk? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I didn't, when we watched it, I didn't know that, oh, I didn't remember it that it was like called Captain America. I thought it was the Avengers Civil War because all of them are bloody in it, but like considering the story again, yeah, it is Captain America Civil War because it's tied around Bucky. Like there is the guy who was basically like, oh yeah, who was from Sokovia, which is like from Age of Ultron, but it's like that's, I don't think that was the main point. The main point of the whole story was that, like, you know, the entire world, literally the entire world was out to get Bucky, and like basically like it was one of those Ace Attorney things where it's like, you know, they want to see the guy go to jail because they think he's bad, but the thing is that they don't have proof of it, but they would gladly accept anything just to put him, like, not behind bars, but put him into the ground and like revenge for whatever he's done and stuff. Even though if you get all the facts and stuff, he shouldn't be convicted of murder because it wasn't him. He wasn't a, like, he was being controlled in a sense. You wouldn't. Oh my god. Yeah, it's the kind of movie that means to get feral over here. Yeah. No, I mean her better taste, now that I think about it, yeah, her better taste was Loki, I guess. That's what you were watching, babe. Hey! Spousal abuse, she did a slappy. No, it's all wet and shit. You didn't fucking dry your hands, bitch. Nasty. Terrible. I was wondering if you were gonna go rest or not. Okay. And then go rest? Yeah. Please pray for my wife. She needs to get better soon and get good rest. Please pray that she puts those like Captain America dojins on hold and like get some rest first. All right. Please pray for my wife. Yeah, it was a good movie. And in the end I was like, yeah, I like the thing that the first time I watched it, I feel like I remember also like having the opinion that like, yeah, I actually kind of like the villain, that he was just some guy. He was literally some guy who's not even a superhero. He's just very good at killing people, I suppose, and like deciphering Natasha Romanoff's like stuff. But that's about it. Ooh, it's a bad part of my tablet that I'm drawing on. Yeah. I wasn't actually thinking of like talking about Captain America, but what the heck? Civil War. It's kind of wild that like I was just like, I only watched it once and then that's it, because like I'm like going through it again. I was like, oh yeah, this is thankfully when like after Age of Ultron, like Wanda and Vision's relationship like kind of like got started, and like this is where like Steve broke off from the Avengers, and this is where T'Challa like first appeared, that kind of thing. It's like there's so much, and I'm like, huh, I really had like no impression, or I just like never. I mean, in the first place, I wasn't the kind of guy who would watch things multiple times, but like, I mean, there are only some movies that I would watch multiple times. And Civil War wasn't really one of them. It was just like, oh yeah, okay, done. Maybe it was just cause like it was really long. Maybe it's cause it was really long. But like this time I was just like really glued to the screen. I didn't like do my fucking work. Terrible. Like I'm terrible at multitasking. Okay, hold on. Bit too hard of a shadow here. But I think like because we've been catching up on like rewatching the Captain America movies, I just come to like have more of a appreciation for. I didn't really think too much of Falcon back then, but like I think I appreciate him a lot more now. In the sense where like, you know, he's a really good friend, and like he's really there for Captain America. I think like it's really nice to have him around and stuff. Like I wouldn't really say he's a suck up, it's more like he's just, you know, like the ideals like match up and stuff. And like it's really good that Steve has someone like that. Especially in Captain America the Winter Soldier, right? When like everything goes to shit. I almost said Shinra, but like, you know, Shield is like hunting him down and stuff, like the people that he worked for. So like he needs someone like with the ideals of like, you know, not say the necessarily the same ideals as the people back then, but like, you know, when he was active in like the 1940s, 1940s, 1930s, 30s, 40s, that 1940s, I'm pretty sure, that, you know, he has some people. I mean, he used to have some people. He used to have the boys, the gang and stuff. But then now it's just, you know, it's just Sam. But like that's pretty much all he needs. And Bucky. So this is him. In Civil War where he get Bucky back and shit. Yeah. Oh, sorry, change of topic, but like, I kind of realized that like, you know, at least the one thing that I can like about like Photoshop is that I can actually like use the selection and right click, and then I would basically go to which layer I want to. There'll be a drop down menu, the options menu, and I can just pick up like which layer do I want to find and stuff from the location that I clicked on, you know. So that's good. There's a bunch of others that I was thinking of, and I suddenly forgot. But that was one of the main ones, because like when I was doing when they're doing concept art, you tend to mess around with a lot more layers than if you would some other things, you know. Cause concepting, like especially I like to keep things a lot of the same things on like one PSD, which is okay, maybe it's not a good concepting practice, but it keeps my folders like less cluttered, you know. So Especially like since like, oh, I need certain variations or something that I need to reference it and all that. So yeah, there's that. I think maybe the pen tool and like vector tool is still better in Photoshop. I'm not sure. I kind of still prefer like the continuous curve that I use in Clip Studio as a substitute for that. I was thinking again of like paint tool size, like paint and fill thing, like paint on and select. I think. I don't think we have it here in Clip Studio. I'm not sure. So I'm just color picking from like her face. I'm kind of lazy right now. I'm just like color picking from like stuff that I've already drawn. Bit flat. I think I can add a little bit more. Not very good at drawing these. I would say, yeah. And something like that. Well, actually not really. No. You just gotta look at your own hands and then like you'll know. Alright, there you go. There you go. Yippee! Alright. Okay. Adding a little tiny bit more here. I don't know if this is really necessary. I don't think I need to for that one. Just that one. I could flatten it out a little bit more. Okay, I think that's alright. Okay, next hand. What else do I want to talk about? There was... Oh yeah, I was thinking of having a stream eventually where I talk about like, you know, tier lists for like Arknights. But I think what I was thinking of with regards to that is like basically I don't like tier lists all that much. Like I think call me like a guy trying to be feel special and just trying to do things different, but like I just don't really like tier lists. I don't like tier lists because for the most part they are used to like okay, tier lists in the sense where like it'll talk about like, oh, which they come a lot in gacha games, you know, gacha games. So like it'll be like, oh, tier list for like this character, like are they good? Should I build them? Should I invest in them? That kind of thing. And like a lot of times that comes off as like, you know, like should I care about this character? That's how I kind of see it. So I'm a bit oversensitive about it, I guess. But basically like, cause like tier lists do help. I used them in GBF last time. Now it's like I'm just like playing Arknights. I'm like I wouldn't not recommend like some. I guess it kind of depends. It's very situational on like what characters do you have in Arknights, you know. It's not very, for the most part it's not very universal in a sense. But I mean I'm contradicting myself because like I'm gonna say that like there definitely are units that are the meta in the sense where like you can use them for a lot of things, like almost everything basically. But when I was thinking of it, I wasn't really like streaming a tier list. I wasn't thinking of streaming a tier list where like, oh, this unit is good, this unit is good, that unit is good, this one is shit, that kind of thing. I was gonna stream it, basically be like, okay, a tier list of like who's the best waifu. That's my tier list. It's like Miss and Mr. Arc Knight, like universe, but like Arc Knight, like Mr. and Mrs. Universe or something. Is there a Mr. Universe? No, there's no Mr. Universe, isn't it? Wait, hey. Each. Trying to be cute. It works. No, Mr. Universe sounds like a superhero. Like Captain Planet. Kinda shit. Let's soft brush this. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a tier list of like, I wanna do a stream tier list for Art Knights on basically would or would not or something like that. You know, there's gonna be a lot of aspects to the tier list, so I just gotta flesh that out. And yeah, that's the tier list that I'm thinking of for Art Knights. Not from a gameplay perspective, but more of like, how much would I? How much would I? You know? Yeah, I don't know, like fuck, kill, marry or something. Yeah. But of course I was thinking like, okay, but do I also want to talk about operators like in a gameplay sense? Like maybe. Then like all of these basically, okay, I'm making her knuckles way too pronounced. What the hell, man? Chill. Basically all of these I'm already thinking of like, okay, this tier list is basically my tier list. I'm not gonna say this is like a tier list that I recommend to people, that kind of thing. If I were to make a gameplay tier list, it's like, this is my tier list. I'm not gonna recommend it to people and say like, oh yeah, this is who you should build, who, that kind of thing. It's more like, how much do I use this like person and like in Art Knight's content, and how do I like them, that kind of thing. Do I use them for everything, or do I use them for just one niche and like that's it, or like how do I use them? And then I'll just go on like going through, like it'll be, tier list can become very long streams when I'm like, especially when I try to imagine like myself like like voicing all my opinions on like each like Art Knight's character, and there's like 200 plus of them. Yeah, that would be fun to go through. I was really thinking of like having an Art Knight stream where I was really thinking of just like, you know, join me as I go through Art Knight's toolbox and just like look at the units that and like decide who I want to build next, that sort of thing. I was thinking of like stuff like that as well. I don't really want to know. This is very bright. I think this is enough. All right, that's okay. I mean, thankfully that's not all the skin, because there is the whole tail. I thought the yellow for a tail. Where are the yellows? Is it this one? It is this one. Okay. Let me put the yellows for the tails. ちょっと待って。Let's do the soft brush first, because this does go up quite high. I think it goes about... Oh. I think it goes about here. How do I see? Shoto. How do I?
I'll do it.
No, but I want to learn like how do I do it from my side?
You click on the.
Can I do it from?
You can try. You click on the name, and then then the no the below the stop sign below follow.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I see. All right. Okay.
Baby man.
Ugh. Disgusting. Yep. Don't want that on my stream. Disgusting. What was I talking about? Yeah, I'm just going through the tail. Hold on, give me a second. Kind of like this, I think. Okay. Oh yeah. I think I remember one other thing about Photoshop that I would say is better than Clip Studio is that for masks, right? For Clip Studio masks, how they work is that like it's basically like it works by opacity. If something is hard, I mean basically if something is color or not. Basically this mask I can take a soft brush, like a soft eraser, and erase them out. If I take a soft brush, then it works on filling them in. But the thing is that what I like about Clip Studio's mask system is that it works by black and white. So both of it is determined by basically these color values, black or white, you know? So you only need the brush for that. So what you can do is that you can actually have a texture brush and like have it black, and basically you have a lot more freedom to mask out certain areas if you want certain textures to it or not. So there's a lot more creativity there. And this is a little bit difficult because for eraser we don't have that many variations of like, you know, erasers and like eraser textures and that kind of thing. The most is that we can texture something on another layer and I just select it and I just like try to delete it from the mask, which is a very roundabout way and you probably didn't understand what I said. And yeah. So that's one thing that I would say is better in a sense. Okay, so it's just tail. Okay, do I want to I'm gonna paint the tail's blue skin first, you know, before the orange hues. Maybe I want this in another layer. I don't know. I'll make another layer first. I don't really want to encroach onto the other the legs while painting this. I kind of feel that I could just airbrush a lot of it. Okay. All right. Huh? It's there. It's almost. Yeah. Look at that tail. So round. It's so round. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Hold on, maybe I can I can put the highlight around here instead. Yep. All right. Oops, sorry. Adding more shadows. Okay. I think another stream idea I was thinking of, like besides the Art Night stream, when I get back to it, and also besides Ace Attorney, which I need to get back into. It's been so long. Especially I'm gonna start a new trial case and like, I've already maybe forgotten some stuff, so I'm gonna die probably. So another stream idea I was thinking of was that, you know, I have to look at other games, and because Mint is busy with work as well, I'm not gonna be playing Monster Hunter World. I'm not gonna be playing Monster Hunter World, so I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Monster Hunter. Yeah, at least for now. But you know what? I think it's time to pick up. Monster Hunter. That's right. Yeah, we're gonna say goodbye to Monster Hunter. I'm gonna play Monster Hunter Stories. Yeah, I wanna play Monster Hunter Stories. I played Monster Hunter Story too. But yeah, I played Monster Hunter Stories 2 without playing 1 because 1 was on a 3DS and I didn't get it. I wasn't really interested in it, but after 2 I was like, shit, this game is actually pretty good. Like, I wouldn't say it definitely isn't, like, gameplay wise, like it's not as deep and stuff as like Pokemon, but like I had a lot of fun with like using the monsters in there, and like apparently this one they remastered it such that, like, you know, you have they included all the monsters in there from Stories 2 as well, I think. So they didn't leave out everyone. It's like it's the whole cast is there. Well, sort of the whole cast. You know, you can't get every monster. Like, you're not gonna get Ukan Lost or Arkantor in there, so whatever. It's fine. It's not like I wanted to write them anyway. Yeah, so we're taking away Monster Hunter for Monster Hunter. For now. Unless I can convince Mince to be like, you know, maybe you can play like 1 hour of it. But I think playing 1 hour of Monster Hunter World is like not really worth it at all, because it's like you do 2 hunts and 2 or 3 hunts and like that's pretty much it. Yeah. And like it's not like we are the final boss already. We are like kind of at the final boss, but like, you know, it's kind of like Final Fantasy where it's like, you know, you are at the final boss, but like you think you are, but you're not. You still have to fight God, that kind of thing. That sort of thing, you know. Like with Monster Hunter Sunbreak, it was Malzeno, and it was like, oh no, wait, there's something more. No, there's Gazmagorb. Yeah, Gazmagorb. What a funny name. Love that guy. The really freaky dino thing. The Cthulhu Abomination. I really love the Sunbreak monsters a lot. Gosh. And I saw a clip again where like someone was like reacting to like Malzeno's like fight for the first time. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's the first time. He was playing in lava caverns where I'm like, he's not local there. He doesn't appear there locally, so like you definitely must have fought him before. But he was reacting to just like Melzino's teleport shit. I like maybe he played with friends and he didn't realize he didn't see it last time or something. But just like Melzino teleported him, he just paused the game and like put down the controller, just like he can teleport. I'm like, yeah. God. Melzino's so goddamn cool, bro. His theme is so good. His wait, which Monster Hunter BGM actually won? Wait, that poll that voting thing was what, 2 months ago? Hasn't it been out yet? What the hell are they waiting for? What? Wait, is it out already? I don't know. I keep to their Twitter, but all it has been is just like Monster Hunter stories. I haven't seen any poll like votes result for that yet. Huh. Weird, but okay. Guess I'll have to wait on that. I could search it up, see if there's any results yet. Yeah. But I kind of wanna. Okay, this is gonna get kind of funky. Just bear with me. It's a little weird. Don't get confused. This is kind of like a map and a mini map. Boop. Actually, maybe I wanna. Alright, I'm on the wrong brush. No wonder it felt like there was nothing. Would say it's like this. I would have to add that in between later on. Okay, it looks like there's some bit of like a little bit more yellow that she has here. Sorry, I like to saturate the colors a lot. I look at the colors that like Monaco 55 has for her OC, and like it's a lot more desaturated colors. I think she knows how to use them, but for me, I'm just like very used to like using saturated colors and trying to saturate a lot of things. That's why the plants look like this. It's so saturated. Holy crap. I will overlay them eventually, but that's how it be. How that tail work? Okay. Hold on. Okay. This is kind of. Yeah, I can go with this. I want to saturate it more. And then add some more lightness to it. Change the color a bit. Oh, gee. Okay. Made it look kind of plump, actually. I don't know if that's what she wants for her tail. Hold on. Her tail... Actually, it seems like her tail actually has... This yellow thing is actually a marking of some sort. Something like this. Something like that. I can make this darker. Bit. Uh-huh. And that it looks really beautiful now. Hell yeah. But it does look a bit plump. I'm gonna have to thin this out a bit. Thin this out a little bit more. I feel like going through with like really strong highlights eventually. Like, cause right now it feels like this normal how I normally just like draw skin. I mean paint skin. But basically I think for what she did for her OC is that she made the skin look very moisturized, you know. It's very wet. She's a sea creature after all. So strong whitish like highlights and stuff. So I need to try that. I need to try that. Give it a try. I can make this deeper. Okay. All right. Okay, let's turn this around. Maybe a bit more orange. A bit more orange. Link. Okay. I think that's cool. We can make this part a little deeper. Slight bit. Maybe a bit more. Okay. That looks like such a nice tail. Alright, okay. I'm satisfied. Okay, I could put a much stronger highlight here. Alright, I'm on the wrong layer. Okay. Let's try to bring it in a little bit. Make it a little bit sharper. Add in a bit more white around here. Let's filter that off a little bit more. Okay. Soften this out, blend it out. Whoa. Okay. Maybe I can do a bit more here. Okay, alright. You guys getting a bit too much there. Little adjustments. Let's try to blend it out nicely because it's this whole gradient here. Basically, if I add the more brush strokes I add, the more like messy it could become. Become like very muddy and shit. I think this looks better. All right. Okay. Yeah, add a little bit more darkness here so it just like pops out a lot more. All right. There's a big highlight. It this feels a little bit bumped in. I don't really like over relying on the airbrush too much. Yeah, because it makes very minuscule differences. It's very subtle, but sometimes you can kind of tell when it got a bit too messy. I just close one eye, I can just kind of see like, okay, there's some bumps here, I need to airbrush this way and all that. Sometimes closing one eye helps to check if like, you know, like you blur your vision and you just see things as a blur. It's like, okay, how the things look. Sometimes they work, you know, especially in like if you want to see like how readable something is as a blur. I kind of use that. Okay, I think that's all the skin. I'm just gonna combine this two together. Yeah, I think that's good. Now for the... what is this? Okay. More of that. I'll focus on the other big thing, which would be her dark blue areas. Okay. The skirt and this one. I think the skirt is kind of difficult, so I need to warm up. I need to think of like how I want to do this. Okay. So I think this would be like not as saturated. Okay. You know, play around with the colors a little bit. It's already quite saturated, so I add the light in. And I think, yeah, okay. I still have to paint her hair in. I just realized, yeah, I have to paint her hair in. I'll deal with this first. Okay. In a previous stream, I was kind of lamenting about like how like I'm gonna have like a lot of drawing ahead of me, but like I mean that's part and parcel because like I kind of like made it like that's on me. Like if I wanted to, like I'm not gonna be like the usual like streamer or like VTuber streamer, you know, in the sense where it's like I think a lot of VTuber streamers, they manage to get people to draw art assets for them and such, but for me, I'm kind of, at least for now, I'm going very just in-house, just drawing my stuff in-house and stuff. So that of course will end up taking a lot of time. I just feel like right now I would prefer if there was a lot more material that I would have to my character, and then I would feel better asking people like, oh, can you draw this for me, or that kind of thing. By ask I mean commission. I'm not gonna ask for any goodwill or that kind of thing. And that will also take money, so it's whether it's I need to measure how much I how much I would like to spend on that, like the bottom line is that, like, it's good that I am able to do mostly everything myself. The downside is just that I need a lot of time for all this. So yeah, the only good thing that I would say of, like, after thinking about like the other times, not yesterday, wait, was it, did I say yesterday? No, I meant previous stream. The previous streams, like, lamenting is that in the end, I'm quite proud of what I have so far, and this is just 40% done. I'm still like, I don't think I can live 2D this for the deadline itself, because I did not take into consideration. I tried to take into consideration cutting, but like the plants and all that is going to be a one nightmare, so probably not. I will, hold on, give me a second. Okay. Yeah, I probably won't be, I'm just gonna lighten this part up first. I can always draw the shadow in for this later. It's, what's it on about? Oh yeah, like the good thing that I can take about from this is that, like, I'm proud of this piece, and like later on is that, like, I want live 2D this eventually, and that like just show this practice and like show off my capabilities as someone who can do things in-house. And also another good thing is that, like, it shows that I can handle streaming, like having 2 art streams per week per se. Granted, I haven't done any like other gaming streams like since, so I'll have to try that. But like, I was thinking of trying because I'm also trying to get used to my current work schedule. And I'm hold on, this blue is kind of different. This blue I picked is kind of different. All right. Slightly different from the blue that I picked. Yeah, it's more towards this blue, isn't it? Shit. I can do that again normally, it's fine. Yeah, so according to my work schedule and stuff, I was thinking of, because I work from home on Tuesday, which is today, and Friday, I realized that, like, say, because it's work from home, I do have the ability, no, I have the means, no, I have the I'm basically like able to allow myself to sleep longer if the next day is a work from home, because I don't have to take into account the travel time, and so I can wake up later. I don't have to travel, so that's good for that. So for when I get back into properly streaming with games and stuff, and I don't really have much of a deadline to worry about, I would probably open up. Okay, so I'm like, right now I'm like Tuesday, Thursdays. I could open up Friday to be a gaming stream, Gaming or art stream. I can stream on Friday. So Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and like one of the weekends for Ace Attorney. It's basically because like Ace Attorney is already like taking out like one slot per week already, that I want to include another day just for me to play something else or do something else, you know? Especially because like if I want to speed things up with doing stuff in-house, I need to keep to streaming art twice a week. I feel that's how I feel. So yeah, until Minz finishes her book, I will stream my own games on Friday, and then what was it? Yeah, so maybe Tuesday, Thursday art streams, and then Friday will be gaming streams. Otherwise, it would be Tuesday, Friday art streams, and Thursday gaming stream, maybe. And then so it'll be alternative, you know, like alternate with art gaming and stuff, you know. So cause like the weekend is going to be Ace Attorney. Yep. So I will probably start after June 10th. I will probably start Monster Hunter Stories on, let's see, 10th is on Monday. I really could just start it on Tuesday. I mean, I could. I could. We'll see. But that will be essentially 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later, I will I'll be free from this. But I mean, I'm not gonna say, I'm not saying that begrudgingly. I am glad that like I had this and like I had the urgency like put on me to like draw this, because like I mean, it's not like I wouldn't draw any other way, but the thing is that like I want to try to focus down on this as much as I can. It's a good practice to draw floral stuff, you know, because with my splash art, my own splash art, I'm going to draw I'm gonna draw urban stuff, like cities and, you know, all that, like modern civilizations, the city. But for this, I'm going to draw. I already planned to draw something floral and more organic, you know, and I needed practice on that, and I need to complete that. Because the last time I did that for a school assignment to draw something organic like a forest and stuff, I didn't manage to complete it in time, and I'm sad. And I never went back to it. I never felt the need to or want to get back to that. Yeah. Ooh, looks very hard here actually. Probably erase it off. Blend this off a little more nicely. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay. A little bit more refining here. Okay. But yeah, one thing I was thinking of was that like I need to watch more like art streams, I think, to get more references. Basically, like what I want to like reference or think up of is basically ways that I can maybe make art streams more interesting, because I feel that like when I was drawing this, right, and like later on as it goes, like because it like got on for too long, right, and like this is not gonna be the first piece that's gonna probably take this long. There's gonna be other illustrations that I'm going to make, and they might be long as well too. And I felt really bad about streaming this much of the same thing, and like sometimes the stream would just be me drawing just one part of the coconut trees. Like I spent the whole stream like trying to draw this. Holy crap, hold on, shit. Fucking hell, Clip Studio. Yeah, so so yeah, it's like after a while after a while I just wanted to like I'll do the plants off stream, and after I render the actual character Clionee like on stream, so that at least it's a little bit more interesting. I feel like characters are a bit more interesting to watch someone paint or like draw off, you know. So I felt a bit bad about that. So yeah, I need to think like if like going forward I'm gonna be doing more like art streams, right? So how can I keep it interesting, or like how can I engage you guys more, or like bring more people in, make sure people like, you know, like, hey, this is gonna be art stream, it's gonna be interesting anyway, it's not gonna be boring and that kind of thing, you know. It's, I don't know, like I would like to know if there's a way I can do that besides, you know, just talking, because there's only so much I can talk. I'm still getting used to talking. I'm not at the point where like it's 100% interesting yet, but I'm getting there, I hope. I hope you guys find my content interesting as I talk. I wouldn't say you know, it's not like I have like a really good voice, or like, you know, like it's cute and stuff and it's really nice to listen. Like I think I don't have that much confidence in my voice. Talking wise, I don't talk as well as some of my OGs do, you know. I try to imagine like, oh, talking like them, and like when I come to the stream and I try to think of how to talk like them, I just don't. It's just me now. It's fine. I'm just working on it, you know. I somehow made this look very leathery for some reason. Maybe it's fine. I'll see it how it goes. I think it's just maybe mainly the highlights that it's really harsh here. Like I could tone it down with just this. Yeah, I could. I don't need it to. I'll leave it first. Okay, hold on. These guys. I need to change to that blue instead. There's also the white part. Yeah, the white part of a shirt, but I think tonight I can just try. I'm just gonna try to work on this, you know. Yeah, so ways to keep my art stream interesting. I don't know. Like I can think of interesting art streams where it's like, okay, I'm drawing like, oh, my Warrior of Light or the kind of thing, or I'm like triple try for Warrior of Light, or I'm drawing a fan art of this character, like that's my Oshi, that kind of thing, or I like this character, or this is a commission from someone, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna expect that much or like I'm gonna be rigging this, but like even rigging is even less of a, I feel like less people might be interested in that because it's a lot of like painful tweaking and shit. Stupid bug on my tablet. Ah, nasty. Get away. Get away. Ugh. Yeah, so I do have to... I'm not repeating the same things. Oh no. What are the art streams? I mean, yeah, basically I can think of like interesting art streams, the content wise, but not really in terms of like engagement and stuff, I guess. Because it's not like the art category is very big. I mean, like, it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm drawing fan art of Art Nights and then I label my stream as Art Nights. I don't think that's how it goes. Like, oh, to like bring in people and stuff. I'll just call it art, you know. So I was just thinking like, how can I bring people to my streams? No, and I was thinking to do that I have to keep my streams fun, you know, and interesting. And so I have to think of like, oh, how do I do that? So that's something I don't have the answers for yet. I will have to brainstorm on it and like think of like if there's anything I can do for it. Okay, hold on, this part. Sorry, let me just sit and cook with this first. Yeah, sometimes I just don't know what to say here and stuff, you know, with drawing and all that. A lot of times just gonna be like, oh yeah, the content that I'm drawing is interesting, but like as a whole, but then when I'm like, you come to the stream and like zoom in on like what I'm doing, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm just painting this part for like 30 minutes straight, that kind of thing. And it's like, like if I was like if I eventually get like I practice more and I get faster, you know, then you know I can paint faster. There's a lot more interesting things like, you know, it's like live service, like Patreon kind of stuff, you know, like, oh, you can watch me like paint this thing and like I can finish it in one stream and I'll just like type as shit, like, oh, yeah, I suddenly got this idea, I sit down and stream and just like immediately get this, and I'm like, yeah, like eventually if I practice hard enough and I get used to that and like drawing like very normally, then that would be the peak content for me. That would be it. We the skin is so radiant and shiny. Not that shiny. Not that shiny. This things aren't exactly reflective material. It's just that like there might be some light bouncing off of it. I'll soften this up a little bit. I kind of don't want to lose this highlight. Okay. All right. See. No. Maybe. Okay. Maybe something like this. Okay. All right. Yeah, another thing I wanted to talk about was the WrestleTuber 2024. Yippee! We only watched, well, maybe I only watched, I only watched day 1 together with Minz. We didn't completely watch day 2 because like it was on Sunday and like I had to go to pray to the Lord, so I couldn't catch it the whole thing of day 2. But of course Twitter is Twitter and like I can't avoid it, and like so I've seen stuff. But I definitely will continue watching again, like catch up to day 2 and see what happened there myself. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm so glad that Doki managed to pull off something like that with the help of her friends. That's really cool. I think like, I mean, I'm not gonna talk much about content because like the content, like, you know, the content's entertaining enough. I don't really think about it. It's just like, oh yeah, it's really cool to see like battle versus battle, and it was like one of the hypest shit ever. It was like, oh, Battle 2 is here. Oh my god, they actually got him and all that. Axel versus Doki. Fucking Mint Phantom dropping in. Holy shit. Like that's like that is the world that's healing, you know? The world is healing. It's so good. Like, I think someone tweeted it, but like how that person's tweet went was like, oh, they quote retweeted this like tweet going around. It's like, oh, what tweet has made you mentally like helped your mental state, that kind of thing. And like the person was just like, they showed a screenshot of like the tweet from Doki that says like, I'm happy. Like that's it, 2 words, I'm happy. That's it. That's her tweet, and I'm like, yes, that is the tweet that just makes me happy as well. Like it helps my mental state. Like it's knowing that like at the start of the year, it's not at the start of the year that she suffered, but it's more like as at the start of the year things came out that like, you know, about like how much she suffered and all that from the past year and like last year, and like who knows how long it's been going on for. And it's just, you know, it's really nice that see that like she can be happy again, and like she just like sees like, you know, before this she was already taking part in like a Tekken tournament as well, and she won that with a team. It was so good. Like, I mean, I didn't watch that as well, but like from what I saw on Twitter, it was like really hyped as well. I'm really glad that she managed to do that, and like she's like a freaking fighting game scrub. She doesn't know shit, and she played Tekken and she played like King, and like King is like so cool, at least just from what I've seen. Just like, you know, the freaking masked wrestler with a jaguar helmet, jaguar mask, you know, and like he's a grappler as well. I'm like, you know, peak wrestling. That's peak. That's freaking peak. Yeah. So she did that. She took part in that tournament. She's still taking part in like Apex tournaments, and that is like she held WrestleTuber 2024, which is like such a beloved like series to be brought back, you know, from like where she used to work at, you know, and like where she used to work at, you know, like it's good to see that like she and Mint are like together again. It really makes me want to cry. I can't believe it. I can't freaking believe it. Like, because like she suffered a lot at her previous workplace. I don't know if when she left, like, would she ever be in contact with anyone else from that company. And yeah, I had no idea. Like, for all we knew, like she cut off all contact of anyone from that company. and that's okay, you know, like so long as like she's in a good mental state and stuff. It's kind of sad. So like when Mint appeared in WrestleTuber 2024, like it was such a shock, it was such a surprise. I was like, I can't believe it. So like I'm so happy because, like, you know, I was a fan of both of them, like in their previous company, and like to see them both together again on the casting seat, on the casting like table, at the casting table, like making out. I mean, what? I mean, like cuddling and like, I mean, what? I mean, casting and stuff, you know. It was, it's just nostalgia like hit me again, you know, all those good times that they had, and I'm so glad they're back together, you know. Like, I for the longest time just like, you know, I don't know if like Doki is in contact with anyone from the company, and then like of all the people, it's just like, you know, Mint is there. It's so wholesome. It's so wholesome. I love it. The freaking Mint Phantom, like they have a ship name now. I swear to God, it's like what, Phantom Bird. I swear, fucking hell. I'm like, what the fuck? How the hell did this happen? Like in the previous company, I don't think they were really that, you know, the characters weren't shipped. In fact, it's more like they're not genmates. Like there were other people that were shipped, and now it's just like with them like individually and separate. But now it's like, oh, it's as if like the ships just got stolen or something, or like they just cross ship and it's like, yeah, we're different now. And it's like, yeah, like, what the fuck? I was like, holy shit, I can't believe it. I can't freaking believe it. Yeah. Speaking of which, random like change the topic, but like I wasn't really planning on like doing any other. Okay, I mean, I don't draw a lot of fan art. I like to draw my own stuff for the most part. So after this, I was thinking like, I don't know what like if there was any fan art I would draw later on. I have no idea. But like if I could think of a fan art to draw later on, it wouldn't be on stream basically. Because the next fan art I would probably draw is some Ocean Law NSFW bullshit that you guys will never see. Or I'd maybe find a way to release it to the public, but it will not be on stream because I don't want to die. But yes, I have had ideas for that. I've some not very degenerate ideas. I would like to say I don't think they're very degenerate ideas. But yeah. So like that would be the other fan art that I make. I mean, besides that, maybe Art Nights, but I'm just thinking of like, you know, I need to get that NSFW shit out of my head and onto paper, man. It's been in my head for like so long already. It's been in my head like before I started streaming. Ugh. My god. Yeah, but I was also thinking like kind of wondering about like how people would take it. In the sense that Ocean Law is technically like it's still existent. I still see Ocean Law artists and like, you know, the Ocean Law artists still continuing, and like they're really strong for it. I'm just thinking in the sense where it's like, you know, the land's not part of Nijisanji anymore. She's like left. That I don't know, is ocean law still a thing? That's the thing. I'm not sure. It's like, oh, like, can I still tag it under Finana's tags and stuff? But like, I think maybe not. I don't think I would. I don't think I think it's just like the ocean law artist just tags it like ocean law, like hashtag ocean law, and that's it. Yeah, so that's all I'm really thinking of, but that's not really like, because I still see the ocean law artist still drawing and posting stuff, that I don't feel like I have to hide and like say like, oh yeah, this is ocean love. No, I don't think I have to. Yeah. Okay, that really was like 30 minutes just for this. I don't know. Was it? No, 20 maybe. I don't know. Improvement? Not really. Yeah, and back to the WrestleTuber Doki Bird topic. I don't even know why I segued into that. But I think it's really nuts when you think about it, right? That she could do all that, and I think in the previous company that she was at, there was no way she would be able to do something like this outside of a company. And I think it's even crazier that like the Hollow Stars boys are in WrestleTuber in that sense, because it's like the first time that, like, you know, Doki and EXO are meeting, and like she managed to pull, like, get EXO to like pull them in, like the boys, like almost everyone except for Altair and like Flayon and GB and Ruse, and yeah, like that's maybe like half of them. And I think it's nuts that like Hollow, like Cover Corp actually even allowed that also, because like I'm thinking of like how the hell did they handle the perms for that? Because like they were kind of, I feel like Doki was like, she basically like pulled in like people at the very last minute as well, like say Taka as like a host, like announcer for the show. And like the thing is that like with regards to this, right, I feel like the like corporate restrictions for these tend to hinge, at least from what I understand, like they tend to hinge on how the content is being shared and how much how the revenue is being shared and stuff. But I don't know about something like this, like how do they do that? Or like it's sponsored by Gamer Subs, I guess, but like people are still donating to Doki, and I'm just like, I don't know, I have no idea. Like they have so many people involved from so many companies, and some people not even in companies, that I'm like, I have no idea. I have no idea how. And it's not like it's a Hollow Stars event. It's not like Doki like meant to like, oh yeah, I want to wrestle with the guys. No, she wants to wrestle with everyone. So it's not like she made this and organized this event with Cover Corp's like what was that, following like Cover Corp's rules. I mean, I don't know what sort of like things that she had to go through, what kind of hurdles that she and her team had to go through for that, to like pull them in for such a huge event. Yeah, I think it's nuts that like when I think about like, oh, Doki like being able to do it now that she's out of a corporate like she's not in a previous company. And like even crazier when I think about like how the people who are still in a corporate company, like corporate VTubers like Holostars, are able to join in. I think that's nuts. And there's no way that EXO just like, oh yeah, I just YOLO'd this. Like, nah. I don't think so. You know, some crazy ass collabs, man. I can't even believe, like, before I was watching VTubers, I was watching like Super Best Friends, and when they broke up, it was like Pat Stares At and Woolly Versus. And back then in Super Best Friends days, like I knew of like Brennan Williams, Jibo, basically in the WrestleTuber. He was a guest announcer, a guest caster in the show match on the second day. And I knew about him, and like I can't believe, like at first they like, you know, on day one it's like, oh yeah, Sayu got like managed to get Taka to come along. And I'm like, oh wait, I kind of know Taka, like before his VTubing days. I'm like, I knew him, like I think Paige and Pat like know him and kind of thing. And it's like, you know, yeah. And then on the day two, like Taka brought in like Jibo, and I'm like, holy crap, they actually managed to get someone of like who actually has like WWE like experience and stuff. I'm like, holy crap, you guys got him. Like, that's it, that's the shit, man, that's the shit. I'm so glad you could join. Gosh, it really is a dream. It's like WrestleTuber 2024 is like a dream come true, man. Like my Oshis are there. Jibo's there, Taka's there, Holostars boys are there. I got to learn about some new VTubers as well that I don't really know that much of, like previously. And like, yeah, like speaking of that, like I got to know of like Nana Asteria. Like I knew about her, like I've definitely heard of her name before, but like I didn't really pass so much as a cursory glance, because I think it was the point of time where I was just like, okay, there's a lot of like space VTubers around. Like there's also Astroleta, there's a lot of Aster people kind of thing. So it's like, okay, yeah, there's another Asteria, like Aster person VTuber. And I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't really get much of a glance. But then I'm gonna take a second glance now. Because like her match with Gerard, plus the stuff leading up to that, her diss track, I was like listening it again today on loop, and it was like, it's just so good, bro. Like she thought of that in like 10 hours, but I'm like, it's probably it kind of one of those things that's maybe it's like, you know, like as an artist, like, oh, I took 4 hours on this and like it got like 9,000 likes on Twitter or something, but like your thing that took like a whole month to create got like 400 likes on Twitter.
400.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to bring that up. I'm sorry. Wait. He's trying to gaslight me. Yeah, so I mean something like that. So I kind of wonder if like it's on her side. I was like, you know, like thinking like, what the fuck, how come this shit like has like so many more views than like my other stuff and all that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna check out her other stuff. Like she does sing like other covers, she has original songs as well, she writes lyrics and stuff, so it's good to take a look at that, you know, check them out. That's the thing about these huge collabs, right? Like that Doki hosts, is to get to know other people and stuff. Like, that's the thing about these collabs, you know. It's good to see VTubers that you're not really that familiar with, or like streamers that you're not very familiar with. Yeah, it's good. WrestleTuber sure is so full of moments, bro. So full of moments. The only thing I would kind of say is that, like, you know, people, you gotta be more toxic. You don't worry about like looking bad. It's wrestling. It's wrestling. You're supposed to like. It's like wrestling's not fake, but like, you know, you gotta show it to people. You know, it's just like, you know, it's part of the thrill, and like get the audience pumped. You know, you need to like talk back, talk sass, be like Nana. You don't have to be like Nana, but you know, just like you can be like Saya, that kind of thing. Like, sorry, Sarah. It's just like she's like has a diss like video and stuff, and like talking smack and referencing like previous WWE like smack talks and that kind of thing. It's just like, it's your time to be a showman and like show it up. Don't try to be nice and like and just like the most people can say is just like talking about it sexually, that kind of thing. I'm like, yeah, that's fine and stuff, but kind of want to see more of the wrestling pace, you know. I didn't watch that much wrestling back in the day. No, I didn't watch wrestling at all. The most that I watched of wrestling was that some friends was playing it in school there at the time, and I just watched and I was like, oh shit, this is pretty fun and stuff. And then I have a friend who does practice wrestling. I thought he was not practicing anymore, but I think he's still in there, and I've been to one of his matches, and that's my first-hand experience of like how wrestling works, and like, you know, the shouts and stuff, and it's extremely fun to watch and extremely painful as well, but it's extremely fun to watch. Extremely fun to watch, and you get to know all the shouting chants and all that kind of thing, and like the audience plays a big part in wrestling as well, and like setting up the whole vibe and all that. And like, it's good to like attend these kind of like wrestling events. Like, if you go to the wrestling events in like what freaking AFA, like I was there as also, like one of my friends is up there. Like, it's different. Like, the people at AFA were, like me included, were kind of just there watching, but like, you don't, like, some people were like doing the shouts and calls and stuff, but not everyone was doing it. It was just like, not everyone really knows how to do it and stuff. Like, I don't really know how to do it. I kind of need people to lead me. And like, in the wrestling only events, like it's kind of like going to an anime concert, you know. Like, it's the difference of it is like going to an anime concert where, like, you know, there's people who are shouting in between like the verses and stuff, or like in the breaks in the chorus, like the Jinzo Fireball Wiper. It's difference between that and like not no wait of like, difference between that and like, you know, like attending a concert that has that and like concert that doesn't have that. It's just like, it doesn't have the fire, you know. Ain't got no fire. Fiber wiper. Are you okay? You sigh a lot. There's a little heat, but not that burning. Did you take any medicine?
No.
Oh.
I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
About stuff, and
I'm sorry.
and I think, I don't know if I'm like feeling feverish because I got sushi there.
Oh yeah, it happens. Yeah, I
Uh,
mean,
so now I'm like, yeah. So I'm reading a bit more because like it's like oh like it's yeah.
Meh. Meh.
I'm okay.
No. Okay. Meh. Please pray for my wife. Make her strong. Make her strong enough to suplex a 9 foot tall man. I don't know how much is a foot. We don't live in that country.
Not even like 4.9 or some shit.
Okay, to me, like, my point of reference is that, like, a foot is one Subway sandwich long, which is ridiculous because I don't think anyone has that big of a foot. Even if you are in the States. So I don't even know why the fuck you guys call it foot there. It's not even 1 foot, stupid. Like, whose foot is that? Is it Abraham Lincoln? Cause like he's pretty big. Do you guys get the measurements from like freaking Abraham Lincoln? Did they have small dicks? Yeah, that's what I thought. Hold on. Yeah, I just kind of wanted. I feel it's a bit. No, it's blended here. It's a bit rough. Okay. Can this, please? Maybe I can smooth this out a bit more. I'm getting distracted by this arm. Okay. I think it's good. I was thinking, do I have music playing? And like, yeah, I do. I totally haven't turned on the volume for this. Alright. Okay. Wrestle Tubber. I'm looking forward to like next year, you know, and like next events and next event. It's like it's been like half a year, and like maybe no less than half a year. It hasn't actually even hit the halfway of the year mark yet. And there's like so much that Doki has already done. It's crazy. I'm really happy for her. I'm happy that she's happy. It's so good. She's like, it's like reunited with friends. She got friends, like more friends. She organized a big thing that's absolutely nuts, crazy to do. It was scuffed, but like, you know, we were all having fun. Who cares? She's like, I think like back then she would be at the point where like, you know, like, ah shit, she'll feel extremely guilty about like this thing, like she scuffed and stuff, and it's just like I think like back then she would feel really guilty about like doing like having this much scuff and all that. But that's why it's so I feel so happy for her that like, you know, after this event, it's not like she's like saying like in the post like, oh yeah, we could have done this. It's more like, thank you people for like doing this, all that kind of thing. And like she can say that like I'm happy and she's content, and like everyone's happy as well. Like so good. I'm so happy for her. I'm like talking like a freaking, what do you call it, broken record. But yeah, I love Doki so much. I love Mint Phantom too. And I love Mint Su too. Yeah? You waiting for me to say that, huh? You gremlin, you little shit. Mint's out here still doing work.
Would have been done with this long ago, but I chose to rent.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's fine. Huh. Oh, shit. Okay.
It's also what they want to see.
I see. Okay. Okay. Man, I still have to color this parfait. Hey, little guy. I still have to color this parfait. Oh, that's gonna be shit color. Oh boy, there's so many colors in that. There's the whole thing. There's a whole character. Need to color that. Okay, I can't this to be darker. Not that much. Just have a little bit of reflective light. Like a little bit. Hey, why? Me. Okay. I mean, that's about as cuffs can go. I didn't miss drawing anything, did I? Her shirt feels a little weird in the sense that like there's no center line. It's not a button-up shirt. Just it's like a blouse. It's like just a top that she's wearing, so there's no button here. But it feels like there should be, but there isn't. So, meh. Meh. There was the hat. There is the hat. Actually, I don't need this anymore. Save this. Oh, what? This feels... These feel... Hold on. Yeah, these feel... Maybe that's fine? I don't know. I could add a bit more saturation here, I guess. They just feel like a little bit more saturated than the ones here, the highlights over here.
Oh shit.
Sorry, give me a second. I think I could just saturate this a bit more. I wish you could just have a brush that's like, you know, increase saturation. I mean, there's a way to do it. Basically, you just add a layer and just like hit saturation there, and like that's it. That's how you do it. Okay.
No, I paid for the shipping labels for two things. I forgot what. Just paid money.
Like, huh? Wait, they pre-ordered but it wasn't paid, or?
No, they pre-ordered, and obviously the items aren't here yet, so actually I don't have to ship them. But I paid for them.
But eventually you use them,
Yeah,
right?
but I think...
Oh. Meh. Hmm. Okay. I think I'll just have like 10 more minutes of streaming, then I'll stop streaming. And maybe it'll be time to sleep. Just need to sleep more, man. Oh yeah, there was one thing I wanted to say, but I kind of totally forgot. Like more, not like an announcement or anything. It's just like saying, just want to talk stuff. Basically, I just kind of felt this when I was going through Reverse 1999. When I was going through Reverse, I felt that like recently, cause I gacha a lot for Spec of the Year, and end up I got Pickles and Sotheby, and I got Medicine Pocket as well. Like there's a bunch of characters for me to level up, at least even in terms of like 6 stars. I was already on like the way to like leveling up Uluru as well. Not Uluru, just Ulu. So like I was debating like who to level up and stuff, and like basically like my thought process, you know, for these kind of things, like it will be based on the element and what team they are tied to, you know, what each team is like based on the element. And so I'll be like, okay, which element needs this person or that kind of thing, so which should I prioritize in that sense? And that's when I just thought about it and just realized that like, it's very normal for like these kind of gacha games to have like elements and stuff. Like at least like from the ones I played Reverse 1999, I played GBF, and Arc Knights is different because when I think about it, Arc Knights, when I choose who to level up in Arc Knights, who do I invest in Arc Knights, I actually don't have to think of them like, oh, how would they contribute to this team or this element or that kind of thing. I don't have fixed teams in Arc Knights. I think of like, who do I want to use as an answer to fight this level and like these enemies, that kind of thing. Like there are times when I'll use Mudrock and sometimes I wouldn't. There isn't always a time that I'll use Guardian Altar. It's based on the level, like layout and stuff. Like that's how my thought process goes to, like, how can I use them in this level, like in what situation can I possibly use them and all that. So I find like that's actually like very different from how gacha games with like these kind of elements and stuff like work. And like these gacha games with these elements, like I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's more like I think that's just how like thinking about like being aware of like, you know, this is how they plan their progress and like the journey for the player as they go through the story, and like and who they choose to gacha, you know, especially who they choose gacha. Oh my god, I was on the wrong brush. Wonder. Yeah, like I think when I was in reverse, right? Like, of course, when you gacha, it can be like, oh yeah, I like this character. But sometimes it's just like, you know, you just have that other factor where like, oh, does my team need this character, that kind of thing. And I'm like, it's more like when I gacha with Arc Knights, it's more like, do I want this character? More like, not like, does my team need this? It's more like, do I want to play with this character? Is she cool? Are they cool? That kind of thing. Yeah, I was like, you know, to the general public is, you know, is, and like the majority of people is like, is this character meta? Yeah, and it's just, I just never really realized it when playing Arc Knights that like I didn't have to worry about elements and such. Like, sure, there's physical and arts damage and true damage and like necrosis damage now. But that's more of like a status effect, right? There's that, but I don't really have to take it, like I take it into consideration, but I feel like for the most part, our knights, like if it was taken very strictly and very seriously, Suitor would never have been a viable choice for used against anything, you know? Used against everything. Suitor against everything. Right? Or Thorns just used everywhere, Mountains used everywhere, Milner's used everywhere, no matter what. Kozimka, Schwartz, whatever. It's like there's not really any need for that, and I don't think it's saying that like Art Knights is super simplified. It's more like they have less of this restriction on like what players will feel that like, oh, I need to build a Texas altar because she's good for this element. No, there's no element. It's more like, do you want like, what do you think of her skills and like capabilities and stuff, and like what can they provide? How they affect your game, like your play and stuff. Like, yeah, that's why I feel like I was really frustrated when I was going to reverse from Arc Knights, because I felt that Arc Knights had a lot of leeway with some things. Like, it's not a very heavy number game with Arc Knights, I feel. It's a lot very, like with the right kind of strategy and stuff, you can make it through some stages and stuff. You can even get through stages in like 2 hours, that kind of thing, in CC maps if you want to. So it's not that strict. But for Arc Knight, for reverse, when I went to reverse, like how it was, my experience back then and like even now, even till now, is that like I'll make my character do damage, and then enemies will be left at 1 HP. And that happened 10 times. I kid you not, it happens so many times that it's really concerning. There's like, their number game is so specific. They keep telling you resonance, resonance, resonance. Like, resonance levels you up by like 1-2%. It doesn't give you a 10% increase, that kind of thing. Like, but they need that minuscule amount of number. It's like in FF14 when you like, oh, you choose not to have a dot for like 20 seconds, and like for reverse it's like, then you will die. In Arc Knights, you can choose, like maybe you didn't activate this skill at the right time, you didn't place this person down, or is there an operator that you can use that actually does more damage here, that kind of thing, or does a better debuff. Like, there's a lot more to that. There's a lot deeper there rather than just like a number game in a sense. Yeah, so I mean, it's just something I noticed. You know, I can't really go much on the game design of it because I'm not a game designer. I've had history, like I do have experience as a game designer before, but I wouldn't say I'm especially good at it. So I can't really tell or notice these kind of things, like give you informed, like, oh yeah, I think Arc Knights did this better. I'm like, no, it's just something I noticed. I think each game is like different, and some are more compelling in that sense and some that aren't, you know. It's just interesting, an interesting thought I realized, you know. Like, I was like, huh, I never thought about this going into Arc Knights, you know. Like, oh, I didn't have to worry about like elements and shit. Yep. Okay. This is another blue. Okay. Let me just raise this up. Okay. Alright. When I think about it also, like, sorry, change of topic, but like, I'm thinking about like, cause I'm not the only one who would ask for like the extended deadline. In fact, like the extended deadline for this fan art contest is something that was brought up by someone else first who DM'd like Monaco55. So I'm kind of interested to see like, you know, oh, like what do these people have to bring? I'm kind of interested, like, I've been following, I've been seeing all the fan arts and I'm like, yeah, these are really nice. God, I wish that were me. If I could like have like fan art of like Michi, that would be so cool. Like, hey. Like, hey. Min says she'll draw one for me. It's real sweet. What? October? What? What? No, not October. No. Yeah, I mean, like, a fan art contest is really, it's a really good idea. It's a really good idea. I suddenly got nothing much to say about that. I'm just like, yeah, it was really good. I think it's not like the prize pool is like something to be like, woo, wow, at like that much. I'm just like, I'm here because like I like the character and I'm like, you know, I need practice at drawing illustrations. So like I think there's a good sort of like motivator for me to practice it. Like I'm still scuffing. And that's part of the practice, you know. God. Feels as if I'm not streaming, like I don't know, is there anyone in here? You're here? Wow. Oh. Yeah, I know, I'm not too discouraged. It's more like I'm just thinking like, I'm kind of like, huh. Is there nobody here? Because I'm like, I'm just talking. Okay, I'm gonna stop soon, but I really want to finish this one last ribbon here. Hold on. Hmm? Wait. No, I just said Hoi while like doing a stroke, a brush stroke. Yeah, that's all. I'm sorry. Did you freaked it? Oh, okay. Oh no. I hope they managed to. Let's bump it up. Pump up the jam. Yeah, so Saturday we actually like stayed really late because I like we came home late because like we were partying, right? Like I said, but like we were actually like in a karaoke room and like I'm so like sad that like why do karaoke's like not have like Space Jam? Why do they not have Slam Jam? Pump up the jam. Okay, I mean wait, maybe they have Pump Up the Jam. Wait, maybe huh. Yeah. Yeah, your sister and your cousin will be freaking about it. So like, yeah, holy shit. Actually, they might have had Pump Up the Jam, but Pump Up the Jam is probably like one of the songs where it's like it's not that great for karaoke. Yeah, like But what would be great? Slam Jam. Come on and slam. Like, come on, man. Where is it at? At least they got the Shrek songs, but the Shrek songs are just like kind of like normal songs and stuff, you know. It's not like they're Shrek themed songs. They're just songs that appear in Shrek. So of course they'd be there. I think of like Free Bird's another like karaoke song that's like terrible. It would be terrible. It's like 9 minutes long and it's like the instrumental is like what, 4 minutes, 5 minutes long. Looks like half the song, man. But like it's good if like you and your friends know the song and just vibe. Free Bird. I will never stop. I will never like listen to Free Bird without thinking about like Doki. Like that is a song, man. As much as like they fucking copyright her fucking video for that shit, it's like, bruh, fuck. That's now her anthem. Free Bird. Like where she is now, it's like it's so good to see like where she is now, like especially like coming from like where she was. She's a free bird and she's living. And she's happy. Yeah. God, I don't know what to do with this berry. Why am I... This one little nub here, it's annoying me. It's the beret nub. No, I shouldn't have highlighted it that much. Frick. Yeah, maybe I should highlight this even more. Ugh. Just a small, tiny bit. Blend this thing up. Seems to be more texturized there. Posture check, my back kinda hurty. Hope it doesn't grow into anything worse. Yikes. Yeah, I just kinda want this powder berry to just thick up more. Oh, it's fine. You had to let it out. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. If you heard any noise, means it's just packing at the back. Did you want me to continue on to that, or like what? You were like leaving yourself wide open. This bitch is... I'm sorry you're asking for it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get it after like off the stream. I'm gonna be sleeping outside the house. No. Oh, not that bad? Oh. It's just two. Yep, they're probably not gonna be dry anyway. Yeah. Whoop. Whoop. Whoop whoop Nikki. Whoop whoop. Okay, so what we managed to accomplish so far is this big L's tail. Whoa-wee! All the skin basically, and all of the dark blue parts except for her skirt. And there's the other dark blue parts, which is the ribbons and a few other parts that can be easily done. The skirt is the skirt is the hardest part. The next hard part is gonna be the shirt. Skirt, shirt, hair. Gosh, that's gonna make me like... It's gonna like take 3 days, man. Shit. This is how slow I am. This parfait is gonna take 1 whole day. Ugh. This table and oh god. No, I don't want to think about it. But yep, that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna end the stream here, folks. Make you guys sound so old. Yeah. So off stream, I'm gonna continue on the plants. I will have to finish the. I hope that in the next stream is gonna be on Thursday. Hopefully I'll come back with the left side completed. At least the left side completed. And I really want to start on the right side. Holy crap, I need to start. At least the right side has a lot less plants and like there's a lot more repetition on the plants, so I can... It's probably fine, it's not that bad. If anything, I'll just... If I'm running out of time, I'll just chop it up, you know, chop. I'll rough it up. Then on Thursday, I will be rendering the skirt. The skirt might not be too bad in the end. I feel like something edgy like that isn't that difficult to do. Oops. Loud sounds. Now that I think about it, looking at the reference, I think these blues need to be a little less saturated after all. A little less saturated. I like them saturated, but now that I do it, like if it's saturated, it kind of looks a bit like Donald Duck's head or something. So like, not gonna do that. So let's stick to this not saturated. I think I can mess around the curves a little bit. Sorry, I say I know I'm gonna end stream, but like, give me a second. Let me just try to small tweaks. Smallish tweaks. I think this... Yeah, alright. So before it was like this and like this. Okay. Yeah, I just need to get more used to drawing stuff that's less saturated. There should be less saturated. It's just a little bit difficult coming from concepting off stream, like on work stuff. Okay. All right. Yeah. Next stream, skirt, and hopefully we'll move on to the hair. I kind of want to leave the shirt for the last. Yeah, I think the shirt is just gonna be the most difficult part. Honestly, that's what I think. Yep. Okay. It's nighttime over here, so have a good night, everyone. Have a good day wherever you are. Thank you for coming to the stream. Thank you for witnessing my rendering. Thank you. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. Is Michio Dai out. Goodbye.